Let's talk about budget. How important is a budget? Like you tell you need to have a visual. But I see a lot of rap niggas who do videos in front of a store with a bunch of niggas sitting in front of a car. How important is the visual, like, to make an actual video? I grew up in a time where it was videos, not just scenes.
But you can't spend what you don't have. So the first thing is, budgets are really, really important because at a certain point I can come up with a plan for you to break your record, and if you tell me we got 250, I'm gonna tell you to go get a job. Not trying to be funny, but this costs more than that. It's like you can walk into a dealership and they can explain to you all the features of the new Benz. If you say I can only afford $100 a month, they're like, well, let me show you some used cars. You have to have enough money to play the game. And then you have to spend the right money with the right people at the right time. When you meet someone in the music industry, you should ask them what they do, who have they successfully done that for, and then go check their credits. Everybody who did something on an album gets credited for what they did. If they can't tell you, if they say, well, I work radio, who have you worked radio for? Okay, well, I'm gonna go check, I'm gonna go check with the station and I'll get back to you. If they, whoa, that's not the right person. If you were paying scam artists who scammed everybody else and you wonder why it didn't work for you, it wasn't supposed to work for you. You were buying a dream, they sold you a dream, you got the dream you paid for. It absolutely costs money and you need people with knowledge. When you need to know, okay, I have $500, how do I spend it? How much goes on Facebook? How much goes on Instagram? What type of girl? The girl who looks good in the club does not look good on a video. You go to Hollywood parties and everyone's like 130 pounds with titties that look like they're about to pop, but they look good on TV. When you put your single out and you don't put the metadata in it and you give it to a DJ and he puts it in Serato and it says track 1, artist unknown.
Ooh.
That's what he gonna remember you as.
Exactly.
Track 1, artist unknown, unless you say your name a whole bunch of times in the song.
Right. And you gotta have enough money to pay for it. Like, I would love to help every artist based upon the strength. The way my bills are set up.
Yeah, you can't pay it with strength.
Yeah, the way my bills are set up, it doesn't work that way. So to answer your question, the budget is important. If not, you need to keep music as a fun hobby and not overspend.
Unless you're just one of the lucky people that can just shoot some shit on their iPhone and go viral. I mean, it's one in every 300,000 people that's gonna have that one shit that they did on their iPhone and it just go viral and then that shit, catapults your next, video. But my motto is like, if you can afford to smoke loud and pop bottles and, you know what I'm saying, go eat nice food and shit like that and 2 phones and the iPhones and the red bottoms, all that shit that you think is priority, you gotta, it's cool to make sure your image is right, but I mean, you ain't gotta get every pair of Jordans that come out. You feel me? You cut back. You smoke a zip a week, man, start smoking halves, nigga, do that shit for 2 months. And then you fuck around have an extra 2,000 or some shit like that, 1,800 something, put to the side, like damn. Now that's your budget, you know what I mean? A lot of times, people waste money and, like me and my sister Big was talking about earlier, like money don't come fast as it used to come. Like money used to come like in a different way, And so you gotta be mindful. Don't let that shit burn your pocket, you know what I'm saying? That's my business partner right there, Rich. I don't know where that nigga went. He done walked out with the dark guy, man. He's from Africa. He's from Uganda. And we got a tennis shoe company together, man. And, when it comes to budgeting and different things, I taught him a lot of different things and I learned a lot of different things as well on how people that's actually born in Africa, like budget their money and how they, do a lot of shit on their own. So if you can smoke loud and pull up and pop perks and be all zandied out every day, then you can afford to put to side a budget so you can do what you gotta do to get to where you need to be.
And you gotta build real relationships. He didn't pick me up on the side of the road when I was like, damn, my alternator went out. We didn't ate pizza in the back of my store in the heat. I mean, you've gotta build real relationships.
And this guy right here, I probably I probably made about, out of his store, that's my guy right there, Rich, right there walking. He's from Africa. We got a tennis shoe company called Star Rich, man. And when it comes to budget and different things, I learned some shit from him, and I also taught him some shit. And like in the 3-year span, he's like the most improved person that's on my roster when it comes to working for me and working with me. But like this guy, man, Mike, his record store he had, man, I made literally like $300,000 to $400,000 just out of his one store, and I probably made like $2 million off of George Lopez and Big T, you know what I'm saying? But like, these people were vessels for me to get to where I'm at, man, and he always showed love, and I built those relationships. I'm what you call a promoter's and an artist's best friend. Like, even though I sold 25 million albums, I'm one of the artists you can come talk to, like, hey man, I want to do a verse, blah, blah, blah. This is what I got. And if I'm in the mood and I feel like you ain't sitting there lying to me, telling me, oh, that's all I got, and then you feel me, I'll still do the shit for you, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I remember being that artist like, damn, I want to do a record with this person and that person, but you got to work your way up for a person to, you know, just want to put you on their shit for free, man. So, you know, make the relationships while you're making money. Take time to talk to the DJs and the people who spending money with you, you know what I mean? And they'll want to bring you back. Everybody that booked me or buy something from me, they come back 99% of the time.
I got a good verse for Flip. When he was out with the Leprechaun.
Yeah.
Got a good deal too.
You know, but for me, like, being a whole school, whatever the fuck I've done, even moving to Texas, I didn't know these men. And when I first moved to Texas, one of the things I heard is, oh, you can't get on. I don't know what the fuck that means, you can't get on, but I built relationships. I could call Flip at any time. The first time I called him, I was nervous. I didn't think he remembered me. But I built a relationship, so when I see him now, it's not I don't feel awkward going to speak to him because he knows Spaceship. I done did shows with Mr. Clarke, you know, and the first time, and Mike Clarke he's not just super friendly because he business. He always got business on his mind.
Mike Clarke, ass.
Man, he is, I wasn't gonna say it because, you know, but he ain't gonna just shake like, hey, but now I'm seeing him, you have to build those rapport. People aren't just gonna go with you because you saying what you are.
Yeah, I'm in Spaceship. I got a call from Indiana.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, man, my guy Spaceship out there, you need to find him. So I went and looked him up.
And we've been connected since then. Somebody in Indiana.
Yeah, that was 11 years ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, you never know who's rocking with you, but you gotta prove yourself worthy of it. You can't be on no fake shit. You can't be on no I'm just trying to get over type shit. You gotta be a genuine motherfucker.
And then you're gonna be in this shit, you gotta be in this shit. If you're gonna be in this shit, and you gotta be in this shit, and you gotta put a team around. Like, yeah, that budget, like, even if you don't have the budget, you can work on the budget.
But you know what, even before a budget, people gotta see you.
Yeah.
Flip ain't just this ain't the first time I've seen any of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, we see each other more and more, and people become familiar. You gotta go to people's shops. Go to see the DJ. Go fuck with people when you're not wanting something. Build a relationship. Like he said, ATM, he can call alternator go out on the side of the road.
I'm not a rapper, fam.
Alternator.
I'm out here with rapper privileges. I'm branding myself, fam. Seriously, me and Mike was out last week. Man, this kid just almost down and started crying. ATM, come on. I'm like, damn, dude, you a dude. Chill out, fam.
For real.
We're eating wings.
Yeah.
And sit down. But serious though, it's about branding yourself. Get out here and meet people. Build these relationships. If you know this club over at Pop, I remember one night, I was in my feelings, fam was gone, like 8-9 months. And I hit the clubs at 8:30 at night. I hit 6 clubs, I was back in the house by 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Just going, hey man, let me get back out here. I've been so down and depressed in my own shit. I'm sitting on this heat, I need to just get up. Let me go get a street something. You know, and that goes a long way. So when you see these DJs, but like I said, you gotta give them a reason. They see so many people, especially you doing Club Prime. We're doing Club Prime. Anybody did Club Prime? Fam, you got the 97.9 DJ sitting there spinning on the inside. Y'all gonna rock these shows. Once again, y'all ain't got no merch. Ain't giving nobody nothing after y'all get off stage.
They leaving.
Then y'all leave. But y'all don't even know, we ain't gonna fuck with the DJ. You got the radio station number. They doing commercials, everything.
Remember, we did that hoop, right?
Yeah.
There was that one girl who wasn't too bright, but I'm like, she's cute, so that's
The
what
one
she
that
does.
switched on you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I asked the waitress, hey, what kind of music do you listen to? Let me get your Instagram. I got an artist I want you to check out. Turns out this girl, she liked the artist, but she's just a waitress at Hooters, so who gives a fuck? Except that she made the international calendar, and when she walks, this is the song that she's walking out to. This artist got like over 6 million views because we spoke to a waitress at Hooters. If you're an artist and you can if you're an artist and you walk around like an asshole, don't do this. But if you're reasonably polite, when you pay for your gas, say, hey, you know what? What kind of music do you listen to? You listening to hip hop? You know what? I'm an artist. I'd appreciate it if you listen to my music. You never know where they're gonna come from, but you don't build fans 1 million at a time. You build fans one at a time. When Flip used to come do in stores, it would be slow, we'd be eating pizza, but if a fan came and bought a CD, he'd go out and sign it. He didn't say, well, look, I've signed 100, you're 101, your ass out. You build fans one person at a time from the personal interaction they have with you. If you are buying McDonald's, buying clothes, buying Jordans, and you're not letting people know you're an artist, then I believe what you believe about your career. I'm as ashamed of the fact that you rap as you are. But if you're telling people and you're letting them spread the word, if you're asking them to follow you on Instagram, you're following them back. Every time somebody likes your stuff, you're saying thank you and you're interacting it. People don't know you. Someone who's following you in Missouri doesn't know how big or how small you are. But if he sees you thanking everybody who you interact with, he's gonna make a comment so he can get that thank you because he's a fan. And eventually you're gonna deliver music where all these fans can get behind it and help you move your movement forward. Or you're gonna sit back quiet and no one's gonna know you're a rapper and you're gonna hate on this person who's making whack ass music and you're better than him and you should be on the radio instead of him, and why is everybody following him when I can rap better than him? It's your choice.
Up to you.